if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. And don't forget to press that notification bell so you can get weekly updates on all of my delicious, fabulous recipes. Don't forget to like and do not forget to share. Let everybody know that Miss Jackie's cooking. All right, my loves. I'm going to show you how to make a quick dessert by making a taste like homemade box cake. Yes, indeed. It's quick. It might be cutting corners, but people will think that you actually made this from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you could alter and add more things to give it a richer, fuller taste. Okay, so we got some regular box cakes here, some Duncan Hines Super Moist. Okay, we have some instant pudding. This is vanilla, French vanilla. You could use lemon or banana. Okay, whatever you like. Okay, we have some eggs here. I'm actually making a double recipe. So, okay, we have some flour. We have butter, sour cream, that's for moistness. I have some flavorings here. I have some lemon extract and some pina colada extract. Or if anything, you could use plain old vanilla. If you want to add almond or whatever else you want to, it's your choice. We have some orange soda. Okay, yes, orange soda. If you don't want to add the soda, you could just add water or you could add milk. We want to make this fuller. And we are going to add some orange marmalade. Okay, yes, I told you. We are going to make this our own. So I got some butter here that has been melted. Okay, and we are going to add that melted butter, except of oil, to our cake mix. Okay, so now we're just emptying. I'm using a stand mixer, by the way. Okay, you're gonna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, and now I'm just emptying the contents of the cake mix into a bowl for my stand mixer. Okay, the ingredients, my loves, are in the description box below. And what I like about this, my loves, you could do so many different things. You know, a lot of times we don't have time. You know, making a cake is a lot of work, but this is a quicker way to make a cake. And you can make it taste like you did it from scratch, okay? So right now I'm just emptying the contents into my bowl. And we're just gonna start mixing our dry ingredients first, okay? I always like to do that, mix our dry ingredients first. And now we're gonna add our instant pudding. It has to be instant pudding, okay? Instant pudding. This is French vanilla. You could add any flavor you want. You could add, if you want lemon, you could add lemon. You could even add the banana cream one. Whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, this is your cake. This is your creation. The holidays are coming, and of course you want to do something that's quick. Okay, because even though the holidays are a little shady this year with this whole pandemic, but this is something you could definitely not just do for this holiday season, but hopefully after this whole thing clears up for all future occasions. Okay, we're going to add our flour. And that extra flour is going to add some extra, it's going to give us a little bit more cake. Okay, and a little bit more height to our cake, okay? So now I'm just gonna mix I'm just gonna use my beater here, my whisk beater, and we're gonna mix the dry ingredients for at least 30 seconds. Now, what I'm doing here, if I was making a cake from scratch, everything I'm doing here as far as mixing my dry ingredients together, I'm very thorough when it comes to that, okay? But believe it or not, you'll be surprised of how many people use box cakes. Like a lot of these bakeries, let me tell you something, a lot of them do use cake mixes. They do use cake mixes, okay? And it cuts costs, it cuts time, okay? And it's a very quick and easy way to whip up a cake. Okay, and you could alter it to however you want. Okay, so now, my loves, I am now going to change from my whisk And we are going to, I'm going to change it to my paddle here. Okay. Whenever I'm beating my cakes, I always use my paddle, okay? All right, so I have my eggs here, and what I'm going to do with my eggs, I'm going to beat them a little bit just to give them a head start. I'm just going to dump everything now into my mixer on low, medium, low speed, okay, because you don't want all this stuff flying all over your face, okay? We're going to add our orange soda. If you don't want to add orange soda, you could use cherry, you could add Fanta, you could add whatever, okay? If you don't want all that soda, you could just add plain old milk or plain old water. But I'm just showing you what you could do to alter it. Now we're adding our melted butter. Okay, and of course, except of using oil, by adding butter, it's going to give you that nice, richer, buttery taste. Okay, and that's what we want. And of course, I added more eggs than usually what the box cake calls for because I want a more richer cake. So now we're adding sour cream, which is also going to make the cake moist. It's going to keep it nice and moist. And of course, it's going to definitely add more richness to our cake, okay? Because again, we're making it taste like homemade, all right? And my loves, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And don't forget to press that notification bell. All right, my loves, for weekly updates on my recipes. Now I'm adding a mixture of my pina colada and lemon flavoring. If you don't want to add all that tulum, you could add vanilla, okay, or almond extract, whatever your heart desires, okay? And don't forget to don't forget to share, my loves. Let everybody know that Miss Jackie's cooking, okay? All right, and because I'm doing a double batter, I'm going to beat this for at least 3 minutes, okay? One thing you do not want to do is overbeat a cake. But, you know, with these box cakes, sometimes they're a little forgiving, but at the same time, you don't want to overbeat it. You know, because sometimes that can make a tougher cake and so forth. But with these boxes, they are pretty much forgiving. So, you know, don't worry about it, but still at the same time, you know, don't go haywire with the beating. Okay, so now we have our beautiful batter here. Okay, I was just scraping that side. Gonna beat it a little bit more. And keep in mind, I was doing a double cake mix batter too. So, now we are going to add some of our orange marmalade. Trust, this was at the last minute with the orange marmalade, believe it or not. You know, and that's what make this whole making homemade box cakes so interesting, because you could put anything you want in it. You have some chocolate chips, add some chocolate chips. You have some coconut, add some coconut. You have some nuts, add some nuts. If you want, you could, you know, add some cherries or what have you. If you want, you could just bake the cake and soak it with rum. Yes, there's so many things you could do to this, but this is just something I wanted to show you. You know, I have another video of how to do a box cake, but I didn't like that video because I didn't like the quality of the video. Right now, I'm just, you know, making sure that everything is well incorporated, because usually with these stand mixers, sometimes they leave some flour at the bottom, so you always want to make sure you do that. Now I'm just speeding up here and greasing and go flour my pans, okay? So, I had done a recent video before, but when you're starting out as a YouTuber, and you're searching apps and stuff like that, it's a learning process. And I didn't like the quality of the video, so I'm doing a redo. Okay? Because I got a better app, and I want it to be clearer. So, therefore, I'm doing it over. All right, so now we're just flouring our pans. All I needed really was one round pan and one loaf pan. I took another one out thinking I was going to need it, but I really didn't need it. So I did have a little batter left over, and I made a little tiny little cake so I could show you all what it looks like on the inside. But trust me, bakeries, this is what they do. A lot of people, this is what they do. They will take box cakes and do all these hacks to it, box cake hacks, and they'll create a cake. And this is the cake at 350 degrees, which was in a preheated oven. And it took about 45 to 50 minutes to bake these cakes. Okay, and there they are. I'm not going to ice them because the people I'm giving them to don't like icing, but I just wanted to come on here and show you how simple that is and how many different things. If you want to add blueberries, cherries, raspberries, whatever you want, to these cakes, especially like I said, the holidays are coming. If you want to do this for, within your household, for your family, because I know Thanksgiving is going to be a little shaky this year, but these are great, and they're quick to make. So I'm just going to show y'all how it looks on the inside. Was really, really, of course, really, really moist. And something else I want to let y'all know too. After y'all gonna notice that I'm gonna wrap these cakes. Okay, and this is the little one I had made. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I wrap the cake. Okay, so I'm going back and forth. But you see that on the inside? And if you look closely, you'll see that little bit of, from the orange peel, from the marmalade. Really, really good, guys. Really, really good and moist. Now what y'all gonna know, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap the cake. And the reason for that is once you take the cake out of the oven, the steam is gonna start leaving the cake. So in order to keep the cake nice and moist and ensure that all that moisture goes back into the cake, you're gonna wrap it immediately. Okay, now if you want to make these cakes in advance, you could wrap them immediately and stick them right in the freezer if you're gonna make them for a later event. And these cakes could be frozen for like a month, if I'm not mistaken, or a little bit more. But this is it, this is it. And I hope this really helps a lot of you new bakers out there. Okay, and hopefully you try this recipe. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, don't forget to let everybody know about Jackie's Cooking. Love you all. Spread love. Bye.